Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to Amazed by the Quran, a series in which I love talking to you about what I find amazing about the Quran. Today, inshallah, I'm going to be talking to you about just one ayah, an expression in this ayah that really captured me. It's the longest ayah of the Quran. It's the ayah of loan agreements and business agreements, found at the end of Surah Al-Baqarah. And within that long ayah, Allah says, and right after that long ayah actually, He says, وَمَن يَكْتُمْهَا فَإِنَّهُ آثِبٌ قَلْبُهُ. Don't hide testimony, لَا تَكْتُمُ الشَّهَادَةِ, and whoever would hide it, then sinful his heart is. Penalized his heart is. Now, the idea of hiding testimony is withholding something that your tongue was supposed to say. And withholding testimony is a sin of your tongue. But remarkably, Allah did not say his tongue is sinful for not doing what it should have. He says, what is sinful? His heart is sinful. Now, you could just say he is sinful. Like, that's simple. He is sinful. But when Allah takes a limb and attributes a sin to a limb, you have to appreciate the rhetorical benefit here. You know, when you say you did that with your own hands, then you're making you're making somebody's hands responsible. You're highlighting almost the imagery of their act doing something wrong. You said that with your mouth? Those words came out of your mouth? You could just say you said those words, but when you say those words came out of your mouth, then you're almost being drawn to the image of someone using their mouth to say something heinous, to say something hideous. You know, that's the idea behind pointing out a limb. Now, his heart is sinful. The images of the heart itself having the sin, not the tongue. Not the tongue. Not him, his heart. There's something deep inside his heart. Why? Because this ayah is about business deals. And in business deals, when someone hides testimonies, because they have greed. And greed rests deep inside the heart. And that heart, it's that virus of that greed, it pulled on his tongue and held it back. So actually Allah is not blaming his tongue. He's blaming the real culprit, the heart. SubhanAllah. It's so epic how Allah it didn't just talk about the crime. He talked about the root of that crime and who He's going to hold responsible. Now, why is that so scary? That's really scary because this is one of those crimes that isn't just another sin. Because if it's just another sin, your tongue did it, your hands did it, your feet did it, your eyes did it. This time the sin is done by your heart. Why is that such a big deal? Because Allah says on Judgment Day, there is nothing that's going to be of benefit to anyone, إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهَ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ, except who comes before Allah with a sound heart. So when the heart is sinful, the entire being is in trouble. The entire being is in trouble. What emphasis has the master of all the worlds placed on honesty in business deals in this ayah? What does Islam have to say with treating people honestly when doing business with them? With treating employees honestly, with treating employers honestly, with treating business partners honestly, with treating clients honestly, with dealing with contractors or people that you have contracts with? Man, فَإِنَّهُ آثِمٌ قَلْبُهُ. You know, people go to court. You promised me the budget is going to be this, but then you showed up with 4 times more the price. This is on paper. And then he makes an alternative contract. No, I never agreed to that. Look, I have a signature of yours. I did it in Photoshop. His Photoshop is not the criminal. Neither is the graphic designer who did it. It's not the printer that's the sinner. It's not the finger that hit Control P. فَإِنَّهُ آثِمٌ قَلْبُهُ. That heart is the sinner. SubhanAllah. Allah has highlighted something so powerful here. And if you understand that, then you understand something very grand about the world. In my own assessment, you do not have to agree with this. In my own assessment, one of the world's biggest problems today is unrestricted greed. Probably the world's biggest problem in my opinion. Unrestricted greed. Companies want more, they only care about the bottom line. Nations want more, individuals want more, husbands want more, wives want more, children want more. Everybody wants more. We're ripping the earth apart and we're ripping each other apart out of this greed. And Allah is highlighting that greed rests deep in some crevice inside your heart. And that's what's sinful. We need to fix that. And until you fix that, greed is not going to get curbed. Greed will never go away, but you can curb it. You can control it so that your heart isn't sinful. You know, that's what we have to do. We have to identify that disease and eradicate it from existence. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. If you enjoyed this video, please do share it with friends and family. If you want to see more videos from this series, click on the box at the top. If you want to see other videos, click on the box at the bottom. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks.